I mentioned the imprecatory psalms or the cursing psalms. One great example of that is Psalm 137, a communal lament slash communal curse, imprecatory psalm. As we look at it, I'll look at the text of it now. Psalm 137, by the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down and there we wept when we remembered Zion. Well, obviously, right off the bat, you see that we're dealing with an exilic psalm. So this is happening, obviously, in exile in Babylon. On the willows there we hung up our harps, for there our captors asked us for songs. Our tormentors asked us for mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion. So now this is just being mean, right? It's bad enough to be exiled, but now to have your tormentors say, hey, sing us one of those songs about how Jerusalem's never going to fall. Those things crack us up. Sing one of those. That's a little harsh. You're not allowed to strut like that. That's not right. So verse 4, how can we sing the Lord's song in a foreign land? If I forget you, O Jerusalem, let my right hand wither, let my tongue cling to the roof of my mouth if I don't remember you, if I don't set Jerusalem above my highest joy. Remember, O Lord, against the Edomites, the day of Jerusalem's fall, how they said, tear it down to its foundations. O daughter Babylon, you devastator, happy shall be they who pay you back what you've done to us. Happy shall be they who take your little ones and dash them against the rock. Now, obviously, throwing babies against rocks, incredibly harsh language and not something that we can relate to at all on one hand. Another, to put it into a worship song, I mean, that takes it to a whole nother level. How do you possibly think about this as a worship song? This kind of infanticide and this punishment. First of all, remember what I said about the imprecatory psalms. At no point do they ever exceed lex talionis. I think that's incredibly important. This is the level, this is the suffering they have received. This is what the Babylonians did to them. All they are asking God is to repay, to treat them the way they have treated us. Let there be a reckoning. Don't forget us, O God. So it is a harsh word, absolutely, but again, it never exceeds lex talionis. The other side of this that I think is significant is I don't think it's prescriptive for how we should believe, but I do think it's prescriptive for what we should do when we feel this way. So I don't think that the Bible is commending these desires for vengeance, but I do think the Bible recognizes you will have these desires for vengeance. You will be mistreated. The bad guys sometimes win. You are going to be hurt. And when that happens, what should you do? How should you respond when that happens? Well, the biblical text is saying you take that to God. You again, are totally honest. You lay out, this is who you are. If who you are is angry and full of vengeance and bitterness, then you know what? That's what you take to the divine, because that can be prayer too. Just like happy and thanksgiving and peacefulness can be prayer, it turns out angry and bitter and vengefulness can be prayer, just like lamenting in Psalm 88 can be prayer. Sad can be prayer. Well, angry and despairing can be prayer too. And because that's where they feel. So here we have this word that was written to God that now through the canonical process has become a word from God. And I think showing how you handle the emotions that are completely normal and completely human. To desire vengeance against those who hurt you, I think that's a normal expression. The Bible says when that happens, take that to God. Let God work that out. Let God be the one who takes care of that situation. So really interesting psalm.